Ooh!
How have you done that? I don't know.
I am travelling the 7 seas.
Name those 7 seas.
I was going to say, how many of those are actually oceans?
Oh, I don't know.
Let me guess, Jay. Quick pickle?
I'm not making a pickle!
Boys, 1 hour on the clock. Create something wonderful and magical with an air fryer. That's the only brief. Off you go. Baz, you're starting off with octopus, but what is your dish?
Ben, tonight I will be making fruit de mer.
Fruit de mer.
Fruit de mer, I am travelling the 7 seas.
Ah.
A different fish.
Name those 7 seas.
I was going to say, how many of those are actually oceans?
Oh, I don't know. I'm making 7 very different dishes inspired from different parts of the world, all using fish in an air fryer.
Okay.
Essentially, they're all going to be cooked in the air fryer at a high temperature. I've got to pick what flavours go with what times to cook them at, and how to serve them all at the right time.
Whereas Jamie, surprise, surprise, you got a big hunk of beef.
I've got a big beef fillet, but what I'm making is a Japanese-inspired beef Wellington. Started with a mushroom duxelle using every type of mushroom you can legally buy in the UK. Smoked soy sauce, miso, sesame oil, beautiful. Massive chunk of beef fillet. It's going to be wrapped in sesame seed pastry and then served with a Japanese barbecue sauce, probably.
My silicone bakeware doesn't fit my air fryer.
What are you making?
When I learned of this challenge, I thought, what's the thing that you wouldn't expect to pull out of an air fryer? Baked Alaska. What would be really complicated to make in an air fryer? Italian meringue. What would push this even further into the realms of deliciousness? Espresso martini. Inspired by the affogato, vanilla ice cream in coffee, all those flavours coming together with technical requirements that I'm not sure are possible. Voila, that's my recipe.
I get the flavour combo. It's you all over.
So that's my coffee and Kahlua sponge
Coffee
layer.
and Kahlua or Kahlua?
Both. Coffee and Kahlua, because I put some coffee in and then I was like, well, it needs booze. It's an espresso martini. So I added Kahlua. Then it was too watery. So I had to add some extra flour, and I thought I'll leave the vodka for my thoughts later on.
What do we know happens when you add alcohol into a sponge before baking it?
Well, yeah.
Because this is all about science today, right?
Yeah, exactly. And this looks good. So yeah, we're set.
Alcohol in a batter, like a tempura batter, absolutely delicious because it basically burns off at a lower temperature and you get a really crispy batter. In a sponge, well, we'll see. Usually, you would use it as a drizzle after the sponge has cooked.
No idea how this is going to go.
Let's see if you can sear off a beef fillet in an air fryer. We got a sizzle. We sizzled.
Dish number 1, octopus, and we're going to Morocco. We've got chickpeas, we've got some roast harissa, tomato paste, mix it all in, whack it in there, get the chickpeas crispy, and then in with the octopus last second to warm through.
Ready-made puff pastry, I'm going to pour a load of sesame seeds onto it and roll them into the pastry. That will become the outside of my welly.
Okay, you've had a quarter of your time. Barry, are you a quarter of the way through your 7 items?
No, but I'm on to the next. Next up, we've got an Italian mussel ciabatta sandwich. Covered in nduja, and then we have a tapenade mix as well to mix within it as a sandwich. Really, really simple.
Oh, they're green-lit mussels. Oh, you're doing New Zealand mussels in an Italian sandwich. Brilliant.
They're big, chunky, delicious mussels. All
They
right?
are lovely.
Thinking is, I can cook them now, warm them through now to get the sandwich, and they won't deteriorate too much for the end, which is why I'm doing them early on.
The classic sake roll.
Yep.
Working a treat.
So I've got some sugar. I've added a little bit of water to get like a wet sand consistency. Gonna stick that in the air fryer with a temperature probe, see if I can get it up to 115 whilst I separate some eggs. You can tell I'm thinking this through as I'm speaking.
Mussels in.
Jay, I feel like you should have taken that beef fillet out of the fridge last night, because that's still 2 degrees in the middle.
Yep. Do you like your welly rare?
I do like it rare to medium rare.
rare, is what I heard.
No, not blue. I don't want it blue.
No, not blue. It won't be blue. I might be colourblind, but it won't be blue.
Blushing pink, that's what I want.
Let's take mushrooms and turn them into a Japanese duxelle.
I bet that tastes incredible. Mushroom, miso, sesame oil. Yes, please.
Yeah, ramen noodles in there with the spice packet as well. And I want to get that into the coldest freezer that Kush has got, which is nearly as cold as his heart. Beef fillet.
That is alive inside.
Yeah, but it's going to cook later, isn't it?
Probe, sugar. Oh man, that's hot. Air fryer. 15 minutes, right.
Next one's the simplest. I've got the Gymkhana masala, which I've spread onto my lobster, into there. That's it. Next one. Hard cheeks and gochujang.
It's time to construct my welly. I've got my sesame seed pastry. I've got Vietnamese spring roll wrapper.
Oh, he's doing it again, Barry.
Nori. I need it. Oh, can I get my duxelle, please? Out of the freezer.
Good consistency.
In a traditional English beef welly, you would roll in your fillet in mustard. I'm going to do wasabi, which is similar, but more Japanese.
So you seasoned it with sesame and salt before you seared, and now the wasabi.
Now the wasabi. There is every chance this will be some way cooked in the next half an hour.
Nice.
My sugar syrup is technically at 96 degrees. So I'm going to get my egg whites starting to whisk up, because I have a feeling this might rise relatively quickly.
How long have we got left?
26.5 minutes.
Terracotta pan with garlic and oil from my gambas.
How's everyone getting on?
We're about to find out.
Okay, good.
We've got a sponge. I'm not sure it's cooked all the way through, so let's give that a little bit longer.
So I want a nice sauce to serve with my Japanese beef welly, and I thought, why not go for a Japanese whiskey gravy style barbecue sauce? And I'm starting by reducing some whiskey in an air fryer, if that works, adding in some gravy granules, and then a load of other sauces. We'll see what happens.
So you're deglazing your mushroom pan with Japanese whiskey.
Exactly.
Never really thought about just like making a soup in an air fryer or anything saucy. Barry, how many of your 7 fishes?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 7 are on the go.
Excellent.
Next, flying to Japan, I've got miso-covered tuna. Gonna sear that off in an air fryer and serve that with a rice salad.
Might have worked. Let's get that in.
Four heaped teaspoons, right.
Not sure how many I can fit into the pan. Just 3.
Taste back.
Yo,
Ooh, that looks proper.
impressed.
How have you done that? I don't know.
Could you do it again? No.
What I like about all of this challenge is you're just redefining what's possible in an air fryer. Essentially, it's a small oven box that has even hotter air coming down on top of it. The fact that you're doing everything from saucepans, reducing, baking, grilling, air frying, the lot. There's a lot going on.
I may have overfilled this stupidly. Next up, gochujang, cod cheeks wrapped in a Korean cabbage leaf.
15 minutes left. Mike, I think you want to get it in a piping bag. Let me guess, Jay. Quick pickle?
No, I'm not going to do, but I am going to use some pickled stuff. So if that becomes pickled in its...
Beef Wellington and quick pickle. I mean, what more do you want from this man?
No, I'm not. He said it's not a pickle that I'm doing. I've got 15 minutes where I could either stare at my beef welly and panic, or I could use it productively to make a little salad thing to go next to it.
You could quickly make a pickle.
I'm not making a pickle! I'm going to ribbon up some carrot and put it into a bowl with some pickled cucumbers and pickled radish and spring onion. I'm not pickling it. It may pickle by itself.
Barry, you are now on all 7 of your 7 C's.
Right, number
They're not
6.
all cooked. They're not all cooked. Mike, how long does your baked Alaska need in the final oven?
Well, I'm hoping the air fryer function gets it blazing hot. It's preheating now, so that it should only require a couple of minutes. I've just got to construct.
You've got a couple of minutes, and by that I mean 10 and a half.
My 7th dish is going to be brown butter scallops with a squeeze of lime and some capers. England.
England?
I don't, it's British, isn't it? Lemon and
Yeah, it's
fish.
tart. Yeah, lemons and capers, those British ingredients that definitely grow on our shores.
That's going to come out. These are going in just to warm through.
Sponge is out. What's next, Mike?
I'm cutting round it to fit my baking dish. It's got to cool, and I don't think it's going to cool in time. This has got to be completely sealed in, otherwise the heat from the air fryer when we try and brown up the meringue is going to reach the ice cream. So this basically acts as an insulation layer. It looks like a big poo at the moment.
It's quite impressive given you made it in an air fryer. Okay, no pressure, boys, but we've got 2.5 minutes left. Mike, you need to get it in. Stop fiddling.
Fry, 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 my pretty.
Start thinking about getting things out and plated onto boards. You've got 1 minute.
Oh, baby.
Look at the colour on that.
Oh, Jay. Oh, Jamie.
Oh, mate, decent.
This looks like a chicken. Rest, and we'll slice it during the judging.
Oh, you're not going to put it on the plate? You're just going to put a slice on the plate?
I'm just going to put a slice on the plate.
Fine. Mike, how's your meringue looking?
I don't know, I can't get it out.
Has yours not got a light feature?
No. Light? Oh, yes, it does. That would have been useful. It's looking all right.
Okay, boys, last 10 seconds. Oh my word, it looks like it's worked.
Oh my God.
No way. How no?
Mind your hand, looking great. 3, 2, 1, stop.
Michael.
Boys, I am so impressed. Let's get them into the sexies. Boys, what a feast. Unbelievable.
I think we should start with dessert. Quick.
This needs more resting, and this definitely doesn't. So should we, let's start sweet. And what is impressive always is when you get through and there is chunks of ice cream,
He's done it.
meringue, and sponge.
This is an unbelievable triumph, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep.
Yeah.
That ice cream's delicious, isn't it?
How did you make that in an air fryer?
Amazing.
I had some support from Hagen and Dar.
What you've got is that nice golden colour but not char on the outside of the meringue, but because it's Italian meringue, it's cooked through. The sponge
When you actually get
has
a bit
still
of the
got a
sponge.
bit of coffee in it, and your ice cream's still cold. It is one of those desserts that is cooked to order and served to order for that very reason. The fact that you've nailed it in the studio when we stopped to take photos of it is very, very impressive. Which sea should we sail across
For someone
first?
with such smooth feet.
Let's start at home.
Have you not seen The Lord of the Rings?
Let's start at home. Let's go Britain.
Caper, lemon, butter.
Oh, good flavours, mate.
It's got the right amount of lemon. This is one you started with, octopus from North Africa. Mm-hmm. What you've done each and every time with these dishes is celebrate a simple flavour,
Yeah.
except you've gone for 7 of them.
Oh, that's got a nice kick to it.
We're going to Italy. We've got mussels in Nduja and tapenade.
It's nice.
Lob.
I like the juxtaposition of air fry food typically being about making things cheaper, more affordable, quicker, and we're putting lobster tail in it.
We should have set a budget.
I would say what's particularly good about all of this is the quality of the harissa, of the paste, of the nduja, of the tapenade, because in each case it's one flavour added to fresh fish, but then you've got to cook the fish well. And the scallops are cooked well, the tuna is cooked well, a sear would be better, the lobster is cooked well, and none of these are overcooked.
Try that one though. That's the one I think I overdid.
It's not that bad.
Okay, good.
I mean,
Al dente.
yeah, you could have done with a minute less or two. But as a selection, out of one air fryer, damn impressive.
You're nervous.
I am really
I can
nervous.
see you've been nervous.
You didn't see how expensive the fillet was. Oh, we're going all the way through, Ebbers.
And just reaffirm what we're looking for, Ebbers.
I would hope a nice blushed pink.
Okay.
Oh,
well done.
Jamie! In an hour?
That's very, very good.
That is ridiculous.
Wow.
It's madness, actually.
Lovely, lovely gravy.
A little bit of beef, a little bit of that duxelle. Make sure you've got some nori.
Of course.
Cheers.
You love wrapping stuff in other stuff from around the world. That is fantastic.
The nori is the one seasoning in there that brings everything together. The mushroom duxelle, lovely. You can taste sesame pretty much all the way through. Not sure I'm getting the wasabi, but out of all of those ingredients and all of those flavours, it's pretty spectacular.
There's something warm there.
Yeah, it's a
But it doesn't taste of wasabi.
Yeah.
But it does add some, a little.
The rice paper doing the job of the crepe to absorb some of that moisture,
Amazing.
also clever.
Amazing.
I think this is going to be a struggle. You know I am a fan, and always have been, of celebrating simple combinations of pre-made ingredients that are well sourced and then cooking them well. I love the cheat of a harissa paste, a curry paste, an andouille and a tapenade, and that's why I think this sort of leans into me more as a flavour. However, Jamie's has to win. That's remarkable.
Well done,
Absolutely remarkable. Not least the beef Wellington, but then making your whiskey gravy just sloshing around in the drawer. Smart. Mike's pushes the boundaries. You did 7 different things in an hour.
I did do 7.
You did do 7.
My loser today, which is unfortunate because they're all great, is Mike. I think the scallops and the tuna and the way you cooked it different ways and juggled all of that in an hour was impressive.
I did not see that coming. I thought Mike had that.
I'm gutted.
So close, but that's only my opinion. What's yours? Comment down below. Who do you think should have taken first, second, and loser place?
I even asked Kush to get the blowtorch so that we could burn your red apron.
Yeah, nearly.
I think
nearly.
if Barry had rocked up with the 4 C's and used jars,
Okay, right.
but 7 different
is
plates of
impressive.
food out of
Time
one air
management.
fryer in an hour is the one take it.
I like how important second place is.
It's more important than a winner, but well done, Jamie. You did win.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
amazing.